Hey guys, it's Lizzy here. You wanted a crappy webcam video, and I am always willing to oblige, so here I am, back on my webcam, which I haven't done in a long time, in my dorm room! What? Yeah, I'm in college, whatever. Sorry if it's really loud. I live in kind of this big city, and in my window is open over here, and there's like a train that goes by every half hour, and there's like an air conditioning unit underneath my window, and the sounds of the city, and there's always honking and stuff, so pretty exciting, pretty fun, kind of living out here in the concrete jungle. I think that's New York. I'm in Boston. But anyway, my first week is going fantastic. I'm going to show you around my room in a little bit, but as you can see, I haven't put anything on the walls yet because I'm not sure what we're allowed to use to put stuff up, and we don't have our first floor meeting till Sunday night, and I think we can use sticky tack, which I brought some, so I'll put up my How I Met Your Mother calendar, and I have these cool, I can't really, lift them, these cool things, which are like a bunch of pictures of like us and stuff, and other people. I have 2 of them, but they're really heavy, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to put them up. But, oh, that was loud. Okay, but I'll figure that out probably sometime this weekend. Anyway, Monday I moved in. My parents and Nick came with me, and we unloaded all my stuff, and we went out to lunch, and it was fun, and we said goodbye, and that was sad, but, it was still really fun, and I made friends with this girl on my floor named Petra, and she's awesome, and so we went to dinner together Monday night. It was me and her and this guy named Vinny, who we just met in the dining hall, and he was cool. So we all talked, and we walked along the river, and so that was fun. I've seen Petra a couple times because she's on my floor. I haven't seen Vinny again since then. We probably won't actually be friends, but he was cool and I liked him. Then I'm at FYSOP, which is first year student outreach program. And it's volunteering around the city of Boston in 10 different areas, and my area is human rights. So the first night we just met our group. There are 13 kids in my group, and we have 3 leaders who are, one of them's a senior, one's a sophomore, and one's a junior, I think, and they're all girls, and they're really, really cool. So there are 13 kids in my group, including me, and Tuesday was, Monday night we had this program that was the opening ceremonies, which was this huge skit that all the FYCOs, which is the FYSOP coordinators, there are 2 for every group, who were in charge of the whole group, figuring out where we were going and stuff. They put on this skit that was Inception and superheroes, and I don't know, it was kind of bizarre and really, really long, and I was cold and it wasn't super funny, but it was okay. Then Tuesday was education day, so we had speakers coming in and talking to our issue area. So for the human rights area, we had this one woman who is from an organization called My Life, My Choice, I think, and it's about stopping sex trafficking and stuff, and so it's for girls mainly. And so she talked about that issue, which you guys know is really important to me, and that's what I want to do with my life, so that was really, really cool. And then we had lunch, and we had a reflection, we had a discussion where we decided, we talked about if we had any questions for the next group or whatever, or for the next speaker. And then we had a second speaker who was from Kim's project, which is also about sex trafficking and stuff, and she was also interesting. The woman who was our speaker actually had been a prostitute for 20 years, and so that was really awesome to hear her perspective and everything. And then afterwards we had this guy come in who is a photographer now, but he spent 31 years in jail because he was part of an armed robbery where someone died. And so he spent 31 years in jail. He's been out for 6 years, and BU has this education program in the prison systems in Boston where professors go to the prisons and teach classes, and they can actually get their college degrees while they're in prison, and then it really helps them turn their life around, and it makes a much lower recidivism rate. So that was really cool, and he talked about that. And then we read all these articles about different human rights issues, and we had this awesome discussion about it because my group is so cool and I just love them. And that was in reflection time, and that was really fun. And then Tuesday night we also had all these different social events we could do. And so first I went to a comedy show, which was like improv, sketch comedy stuff, and it was pretty funny. I mean, it's college, so it was like really dirty and stuff, but like some of it was just okay, and some of it was really funny. And then we went to this dance party, and I got like a buttload of glow sticks. They're not really glowy anymore because that was Tuesday night, but I got a bunch of them in like all different colors. And so we went to this dance party that was out on the BU beach, which is like the grassy area overlooking the river. Then I went and watched part of the Red Sox game, but they were losing, and that kind of sucked, and I was tired, and like all my friends had already gone to bed. So I just went back to my room, and I think that's when I talked to Erica maybe, or maybe I talked to Erica Monday night. I don't remember. So I talked to Erica at one point. I haven't talked to Jessie at all, and I've texted Sherry, but yeah, Jessie, we need to talk, just because life and stuff. But I really liked your video, Erica. I did end up watching it, so it was good, and I enjoyed it. What else? I'm trying to think of like everything I did and trying to like throw it out there. So that was Tuesday. Oh, and then Wednesday was our first day of going out and actually doing volunteering, and we went to MCI Framingham, which is, I hope I can say all of this on the internet. Oh, well. So we went to, which is a women's medium security correctional facility, and first we just did a tour, which was like really interesting and kind of uncomfortable and a little disturbing at times. Like, mostly we were surprised at how nice the facilities were and how like it's not like they were just like locked up in these little boxes all the time, but still they had like really small rooms, but they got a lot of time to walk around outside and stuff, which was really cool. So we were like walking around and walking past all the inmates and stuff, and some of it was a little disturbing, like when we walked through like the medical wing, and we walked by this big window where in the room women were like going through like they were detoxing, and we could like see them going through their like withdrawal symptoms and stuff, and that was intense. But then after lunch we had a like discussion group with some of the inmates who were in the BU like prison education program, and we were split up into little groups. And so it was me and one of my leaders and this girl and this guy who are in my group, and then it was 3 of the inmates, and we had like a list of current events we could talk about. So we could talk about like girls empowerment, prison education, refugee and immigration like reform and like laws and stuff, and the 4th one was like the human trafficking and sex trafficking and stuff. So we had a really good discussion. The 2 of the women, named Marielle and Katushka, they didn't really talk very much, but they were really engaged. They were just like nodding and smiling and listening. But there was this one woman named Robin who was the most amazing person I've ever met. She was so inspirational, and she was so intelligent, and she's really well read and well spoken, super eloquent. And so we talked to her for a long time about everything, and we just discussed all this stuff, and we kind of forgot that we were in prison for a while. But she said she'd been there for 14 years, and she still had 4 more years to go, and she was like, yeah, I can't wait to get out because I just can't wait to have a slushie. It's going to be awesome. Like, she was adorable. It was, I don't know, it was really cool talking to her, and I feel like I learned so much about her and about the prison system and about stereotypes that I had without even realizing it, and it was just awesome. So that was super inspirational, and then we had like a reflection time afterwards when we got back to campus. Well, we had dinner, and then we had reflection, and the reflection I'm sorry, I'm like choking. The reflection was so intense because we all talked about these like our emotions and these feelings that we had walking through there, and we all had agreed on a lot, and like all of our eyes had been opened and our perspectives had changed, which was just really inspiring to see how talking to these women who, I mean, they've made mistakes in their life, but they're really not that much different from you. I don't know, I'm gonna get on a soapbox, but it was awesome. And then it was program night, which means that they like brought in entertainment for us. So we were like in the big auditorium, and there was some spoken word poets. There were 3 poets who were like really cool. I mean, some of their stuff was like a little shocking and stuff, but like some of them were really funny and they were really interesting, and I really liked them. But then there was like this dance troupe, this like inner city dance group, and they were good, but their stuff was like really, really long, and they talked a lot and didn't just dance, and so I got like really, really tired. I was sitting next to my friend Jacob, and I'm like falling asleep, so that was kind of ridiculous. Then today we also did a volunteering day, and it was much less inspirational and much more hilarious because we went to this place called Girls Inc., and which is like a national organization for like empowering young women, and it's like they meet with at-risk girls. It's like an after-school program. And so we went to their headquarters, but like the girls weren't there yet because they don't come till the afternoon, and we were there more like mid-morning. and we just organized stuff. So there was like this room upstairs where there were all these books, and there were these huge cabinets just full of craft supplies and like random crap. So first I was in like the book organizing duty, so I did that, and I was like alphabetizing. It was all like Mr. Frog and Mr. Toad and like, I don't know, Is Your Mama a Llama, and like all this really adorable books that brought back all these childhood memories. We were all sitting there like, oh, I loved this book, so that was fun. But then one of the girls from the organizing craft stuff, she went to help another group who was organizing other places, so I moved into that group, and we found the weirdest stuff. We found like this faux fur squares. There were these like ugly brown and yellow colors, and they were terrifying. We found all these like googly eyes, you know, that were like the eyes moved, but like the eyes were like pink and yellow, and some of them had eyelashes. And we found all this like 1970s wallpaper. We found like a Santa suit and an Easter bunny costume. We found thousands and thousands and thousands, probably millions of little beads. And so we had like a whole shelf this big full of boxes of beads. We found just tons of crap. So we threw a ton away, and we like organized the whole thing for them and made like an inventory so they knew where everything was. So that was really fun because we kept finding this random stuff, and all my friends are hilarious, like freaking hilarious. And so we were just cracking up the entire time, and I thought we were going to die. Like at every meal, someone has started choking and almost died because they were laughing so hard, because everyone in our group is just really funny. So that was pretty much it. And then right after that, I just got out of the shower, so my hair is all wet because I hadn't been home yet since like 9 this morning. But after that we had we had dinner, and then we had reflection, and then I went to an a cappella show, it was one of the, there were supposed to be 2 groups, but there was only one, and it was one of the all-girl ones. And they were like, okay, they weren't great, but they were kind of fun. And then me and my friends were really tired, so we all just went back to our rooms, and we felt really lame. But at like 8:30 we were like exhausted, so I just went and took a shower, and now I'm making this video. FYSOP feels like summer camp. That's what we were all saying, because we have like our leaders who are like our counselors almost, you know, and then it's like you're in your little group and you become like best friends with all the people in your group, and you're like going and doing these different activities, and like you eat your meals together, and it's all really scheduled out, and it's like really fun. Everyone has these chants. Like each group has like a normal chant, and then each group has like a really, really dirty chant, which I'm not going to do because this is a G-rated channel. But so people are screaming really inappropriate things at each other all the time because, again, college, and there are just these weird games everyone plays. I don't know. It felt like camp though. But this video is getting really long. Anyway, it's been completely awesome. It's really fun. Although I don't think I'm going to be too sad when it's over, because I am really excited about starting classes. But it will be sad not to be seeing like the same 12 to 15 people like every day, and like my group of friends and stuff. But now, before I go, I'm going to do a really quick tour of my room, like really quick. So as you can see, this is my bed with Mario in the corner. Over here, that's like my window that's making all the loud noises from Boston. That's like my bookshelves and stuff. Over here is my closet, which has my it's like a wardrobe, which has my towel hanging in it, because I just got out of the shower. Here's my like dresser. Sorry, the computer's tilted. Here's my dresser. But because I'm like a triple, I have like this sweet, sorry, don't get seasick guys, I basically have my own room, like this little cubby back here. I don't know if you guys can really see that. And so the first thing one of my friends said when they came in the room is, oh my gosh, you can make the greatest forts in your room. So yeah, that's cool. And then here's where my there's like the other desk, and like this is where my roommate Stephanie is gonna sleep when she gets here. She comes this weekend sometime. And then here's my roommate Carly's stuff. And so you see it's like all spread out, and all the furniture is kind of in the middle. So I don't know if you can really see that, but that's how my room is. So yeah, that's how it is, and it's huge, and I really like it, but it obviously has really bad lighting for like webcam-y things. I love college. I'm really excited for my classes to start. I miss you all so much, but I love seeing your videos, so please keep making videos. And I hope I did like a good overview of kind of everything I've been doing and everything I've been feeling and stuff. So you should all call me and talk to me, even though I'm really busy this week, so don't call me during the day at all, like tomorrow. But this weekend I should be a lot more free because it's not as scheduled and stuff because FYSOP will be over. So I love you all. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.